Why do men have to ruin everything?
They are sacrificing and eating people.
You are the issue.
All you had to do was not laugh at the joke.
Yeah!
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. As you can see, it's a new look for the intro, and I'm interested. Do you love it, or do you hate it, or do you just don't care? Either way, let me know. But today we're going to be starting off with some hockey drama. Yeah, these guys right here, they just needed to win to celebrate and smile, but somehow that became controversial, and we're going to see how fast it spirals out of control. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now, we'll do it at the White House anytime. What would really be cool, and we'll do the White House the next day, we'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that.
Oh, no.
I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
This is why we don't root for American men. Keep them lonely.
They're all MAGA. I wasted 2 hours of my life last night supporting my husband.
Oh, no. Supporting your husband? Oh, that's just horrible.
Watching the men's American hockey team take the gold, only to watch this morning America's FBI director partying it up in the locker room, and then to see the whole team sitting on a bench talking to the hemorrhoid, and they are excited as to go meet him.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? They just won a gold medal. They're talking to the president. Who cares who the president is? That is an honor. And yeah, they're stoked.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's too much for me. Thank you very much. I could have been doing something else. I could have looked my husband in his peepers and said, "Those bitches, them bitches are MAGA." And I could have scurried off and not had to have been a supportive wife for 2 hours. So, is there a website that we could go to and check out our husband's teams to see who the they support? You know what I mean?
Does it matter?
Because this team supports this administration and everything it's doing to our country. Okay, so you, Team USA men's, and congratulations, Team USA ladies.
Her husband, by continuing to stay with this loony, might be just as retarded as she is. That could be true. She wasted 2 hours of her life supporting her husband and 2 weeks complaining about it. I'm sure she's still complaining today, yeah. I'll bet the husband was also wishing she was doing something else.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but if you've listened to the locker room phone call and you don't understand what the issue is, then it's you. You are the issue.
I guess it's me.
They're not losers just because they laughed. They were losers the moment that somebody said, "Hey, I'm calling Donald Trump," and you gathered around the phone. Whereas the correct response to that would be, "Ew," and you get out of there. Obviously, they made it worse with the conversation, but even without it, they had already lost.
You know, it really is a shame. It really is a shame because the U.S. men's hockey team flopped the opportunity. Flopped the opportunity we had. We all just fell in love with hockey because of the 2 gay boys. And now...
Who? What? What? Did I miss something?
You almost had us. You had us on your team for like 5 minutes.
Y'all could get every single woman on Team USA to put out a formal statement saying that the guys on the hockey team were misunderstood in the moment, or it's not that big of a deal, and we can let bygones be bygones in the name of patriotic unity or whatever and I still wouldn't care. Stand up for your female athletes. This is a gross mishandling of what happened.
What?
Have your men's hockey team explain what the was so funny. Explain it to me. Explain it to the little girls watching them win and then being disappointed by their reaction. Stand up for your female athletes who just dominated on your behalf.
What?
Ugh.
Oh, so now you start caring about women's sports. Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, they were all about the men's hockey fans. Get the F out of here.
Look, I want a statement from USA Hockey now about the abhorrent behavior that the men's national team just condoned for the entire world to see.
Them celebrating and having a good time because they just won the gold medal? After 46 years? Come on, cut these guys some slack. I mean, geez Louise, let guys be guys, for crying out loud.
Their antics in the locker room, partying it up with Kash Patel, laughing on the phone with Trump when he mentioned that he'd have to invite the women's team to the White House or the State of the Union, whatever they're trying to pull. It's disgusting.
To the USA men's hockey team, like literally, all you had to do was not laugh at the joke. You know, because it's not funny.
People on the right and a lot of men are trying to excuse the president's joke to the men's hockey team as, oh, it's just a joke. Why are women always the butt of the joke? Because, like, yes, I heard the exact words that he was saying, but what I really heard and really saw is my dad making fun of me and making my podcast the butt of every joke for years. That's what I heard.
Well, if that's what you heard, that's more of a you issue. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say.
That's what I saw. And that's gross. And, like, I don't respect the men in my life for that reason. I don't respect you if you're going to put down women for the joke.
Why do men have to ruin everything? Like, literally everything.
Boy, these people are saying literally a lot.
Momentarily enjoyed the U.S. men's hockey team win.
Okay.
Really let my heartstrings be pulled by them bringing out their deceased teammates to...
Ew, they brought out their deceased teammates? That's not very good.
Daughters onto the ice to celebrate. Super touching moment. And then flash forward and they go into the locker room and they're just partying with Kash Patel and FaceTiming Donald Trump and dissing on our amazing women's hockey team. Ha ha ha, so funny. And just like joking it up with the president, who is a confirmed pedophile.
Here we go.
Just like,
here we go.
I'm so tired. I like, as a woman.
Yeah, I'm so tired too, and so is the rest of America that voted for Donald Trump. So
men in this country, I am so tired. It has been 10 years of watching men just not care that we're losing our rights, not care that we're being sexually assaulted. And it's just like, I just wish all of us women could escape and like go and live by ourselves and not have to deal with this, because it's so disappointing and it's so frustrating. I literally didn't think I was gonna cry in this video.
Literally. Well, I think a lot of us would also agree that it would be a good idea for you awfuls to just get on a boat and go someplace. I think America would be better for it.
I watched that video of the U.S. men's hockey team laughing at what that dementia patient said about the U.S. women's team, and I put my phone down, I looked up at my boyfriend, and I said, if I saw a video of you laughing at that, I would break up with you on the spot, no question. He turned and looked at me and went, yeah.
Yes. Well, that boyfriend is clearly a soy boy, and if you think that's where it ends, well, it's not.
I am so tired of white men trying to tell me that what ICE is doing is good. They should be trying to deport these illegals. I am so tired of these white men trying to tell me that race is no longer an issue in this country, that it's just a matter of money, and that we don't need any sort of systems of equity in this country to help uplift those that we have been dehumanizing for centuries. I am so tired of white men trying to tell me that a woman's worth is tied to what they are wearing. It is tied to whether or not they can or do have children. I am so tired of white men trying to tell me that the job that I may or may not have is directly tied to whether or not I deserve health or food or water or shelter. I am so tired of the white male privilege and this idea that if you just work hard enough and if you keep enough people down, you have a power over enough people that one day you could become a part of the elite and powerful. Why do you want to be a part of the sex trafficking, rapist, pedophilic, baby eating cabal? Why do you want to be a part of that? I cannot comprehend how you can sit here and look at we are white people on a stolen land. Why is it that you think people are illegal? Why is it that you cannot recognize that we didn't just stop having slavery is still legal in the United States of America, whether it's on our own land or we outsource it to other countries. Why is it that we cannot recognize that women are also human beings? Why is it that you cannot recognize that children are also human beings? They have a right to their own body. Everyone has a right to their own body. It is a God-given right. And if you do not believe that, what God do you believe in? Why is it that you think you are just so much better than everyone else, that no one else deserves the right to their own body? Whether that's for sex, whether that's for work, whether that's for literally anything, why is it that you deserve more than someone who's not a white man? Why?
Well, I don't know how, my friends, but it gets weirder.
You're not, dude. Hey.
Wow.
I'm leaving, so you don't have Corey.
If you want to practice your transition, you don't do it at a young kid's softball field.
And the left will find a way to demonize this woman for standing up for her children.
Of course they will. They can't have anybody standing with the side of common sense. I mean, come on.
Because their feelings matter way more than our children's safety, their innocence, their small developing minds. They don't give a crap about any of that. Y'all are gonna pull this crap with the wrong parent one day. That mom is a badass and a better woman than I, because I would be going to jail.
Men can have periods and men can get pregnant, and you don't have to do either of these things to be a woman. If you say that you are for trans people and then say that only women can do these things, you aren't for trans people. Because you're completely invalidating the experience of a trans man and saying that they're not actually men. Also, when you put emphasis on bearing a child and having a period as the meaning of what it is to be a woman, you are excluding cis women anyways, just so you can exclude trans women. If you can acknowledge the fact that intersex people can choose whichever one they want, because of what they most feel more comfortable identifying with, why is it so hard to simply just accept that men can do those things? Because if an intersex person can bear a child and have a period, but chooses to identify as a man because they also have a penis, why are you okay with that? But if a trans man wants to identify as a man, and you can't accept that.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Like, I really want people to understand just how made up all of this is. Like,
well, you finally admit it. That's good.
Gender and sex do not just sit right next to each other like that. It's much more complicated. Science itself is much more complicated. It's not as simple as, well, you have this part and you have this part, and both of these things do these things, so you are this. Like that, it is not that simple.
How many genders are there?
Well, I hope I'm not the only one that was kind of confused going back and forth between men and women and who has periods and who doesn't. But if you think that is the only thing these ladies are griping about, well, watch this.
All day, every day, white tea supreme is the damn issue every moment of the day.
Of course.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. If you ain't woke up to that yet.
Mind you, bitch. Everything that's happening to America with 3Ks right now, I'm ecstatic about, bitch.
3Ks? Okay.
America was built on the backs of black people, bitch, on racism. You thrive off it, bitch. I'm excited it's being tore down to the studs, bitch.
Bitch.
I salivate just thinking about it.
Salivate?
White people deserve everything that's happening right now, bitch, because y'all so nonchalant. That's y'all white privilege. If it ain't affecting you, your eyes is closed to it, bitch. You now open it up your resources to help, bitch. White, literally, y'all love racism.
Oh, we do.
Y'all
we love it. We love it, bitch. Yeah, we love it.
Even the ones who are liberal whites. Y'all love it, bitch. And I can tell that y'all love it because y'all do nothing about it, bitch. Y'all just use y'all boca to do a lot of this to perform, but y'all never actually do anything to combat racism, bitch. You just want to be seen as somebody who's against it, but behind closed doors, bitch, you love it because you benefit from it. Now,
what have you done?
Today in my video, I said that Speaker Johnson was not going to honor Reverend Jesse Jackson and have him laid and honored at the Capitol. But that slinky, sloppy cracker had the audacity to honor a podcaster, a racist podcaster, Kirky, lowering them flags half-staff, so disrespectful. But this is America with 3 Ks, so that's expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Everything that's happened to America with 3 Ks is supposed to happen out.
3 Ks.
Yeah, it is. But listen, that's why I don't give a fuck about the fat bastard in charge pulling off the greatest heist in American history. Bitch, I hope he robbed you blind. I don't even give a fuck if I'm an innocent bystander and I gotta go through this shit too, bitch. Y'all invited me to the table. You forced me to eat this shit and I want to eat it, but I'm gonna watch you suffer. Racist bitches.
I literally just thought about it, but the Black Panthers were literally like alternative black people in a group fighting against the government, which is literally what punk and emo and goth is, to be honest. Maybe not necessarily emo and goth, but definitely punk. The style, the leather, the turtlenecks, the hats, the afros. That's literally punk. They're
what people in the 80s, punk white people were in afros? Did you know any?
Punk. Black people literally invented alternative. I don't care what the y'all are gonna say.
Well, apparently it's not just the white men. It looks like the country itself is the true villain.
You can always just leave the U.S. if you don't like what's going on now, yeah? Yeah? How long do you think it's going to take me to do that? Legally or illegally?
Wait, what? I thought there was no illegal people that crossed borders. That's what you guys always say. There's no illegal aliens, but okay.
Let me know. Now we're pro-immigration. Is that right? Get fucked. Get so absolutely fucked.
The Bible literally says to welcome foreigners. Exodus 22:21, do not mistreat or oppress a foreigner, for you are foreigners in Egypt. And Hebrews 13, so clearly America is wrong for enforcing borders. Okay, you are right about one thing. The Bible does say not to mistreat foreigners. That's not even debatable. We should never mistreat people, period. But back then, foreigner often meant someone from the next town over, not someone who crossed multiple nations. Okay, and so what? A foreigner is a foreigner. Sure, but context does matter. In Old Testament times, most people traveled on foot, on average about 15 to 25 miles a day. On a really intense journey, maybe 30 miles, that's it. People weren't crossing continents, they weren't moving through 5 countries, so when scripture talks about foreigners, it's usually talking about nearby tribes and travelers, not modern mass migration across borders. But Jesus was progressive. He called us to take care of the poor. Yes, Jesus cared about the poor, absolutely, but here's the part where people mix that up. The Bible assigns charity to individuals and the church, not the government. In scripture, generosity is voluntary, from your own paycheck, your own heart, not the state forcibly taking money from people and redistributing it. So you're saying the government shouldn't help anyone? No, I'm saying the Bible gives different roles to different institutions: family, care and provision, church, charity and compassion, and government, law and order. When each stays in its lane, society works. When the government tries to replace family and church, everything breaks. But the Bible says to welcome strangers. Individuals, yes. Churches, yes. But the government's role is different. The Bible literally says government exists to restrain evil. Romans 13 says rulers are meant to be a terror to wrongdoers. That's police, that's courts, that's borders. Also, the Bible literally blesses governments for building walls to protect their people. Look at Nehemiah rebuilding Jerusalem's wall. That wasn't aid, that was protection. So yes, we can welcome the stranger as an individual and still believe the government should vet who comes in. Those aren't opposites. That's called order with compassion.
When Trump is saying that he's going to deport every single immigrant, it makes immigrants not want to come in.
Good for Trump! And by the way, don't call them immigrants. They're line cutters and border jumpers. Immigrants are people that wait in line and fill out the forms and come here correctly. Don't conflate the two.
And here is a really short but vital PSA I think we should all be aware of.
Do you know milk and honey together gives you the shits?
No.
There's so many different ways to protest, and your Labubu might want to get on it. And this T-shirt is sold on here by women.
I'm all over it. Thanks for letting me know.
Small little T-shirts. She does them one batch at a time. It's a woman-owned, minority-owned business.
Okay, why is this lady who looks like she's in her 50s, maybe 60s, and she's got the big glasses, she's got the nose ring, and she's got the quasi pussy hat thing going on? What? This is just getting embarrassing. Come on, ladies. You can do better.
And then you get to say exactly what the is going on.
Fuck the stupid border wall.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But look how pretty Keto Paquito is.
Oh.
So gorge.
Yeah. That was so gorge. I haven't actually seen anything more gorge than that. Okay, so that was some nice rhetoric, but let's see what happens when President Trump hits the podium. Let's check it out.
So they expect him to ramble on for 2 or 3 hours tonight. I wonder what time they expect him to take his nap.
So I just watched Donald Trump's State of the Union speech, so you don't have to, and...
Okay, well, let's see what kind of stupidity is coming out of your mouth tonight, Sisson, because it's just going to be retarded.
Man, was that boring. I mean, he set the record for the longest State of the Union speech ever, over an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. And through that entire time, he said a whole lot of nothing. I mean, he just straight up lied and said that the country is hot, everybody's doing so well, everybody's so happy, when every single piece of data we have on that proves that it's not true. I mean, you can look at his polling numbers. If everything was so great and he was doing so well, Americans wouldn't have a 34% approval rate of Donald Trump.
Yeah, and why do they have such a low rating? Well, it's because of the hive mind and the media that's just pounding the man relentlessly every single day. Yeah, no wonder the average dumb voter out there thinks Trump is not doing good, or the nation for that matter.
There was zero mention of the Epstein files because of...
Why would there be?
Of course not. Donald Trump doesn't want to talk about that topic. He wants to go as far away as possible from it. There were some military heroes that were honored, and that's great. But Donald Trump was trying to make it seem like their bravery is his bravery. I mean, he's not in the military. He's a draft dodger. Did it 5 times. It was a lot of rambling, a lot of incoherence. It's like...
Did Obama serve? Did Clinton serve? Yeah, I'm pretty sure no is the answer there.
Like 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back, unfortunately. So if you didn't watch the speech, you really didn't miss anything, and I can promise you that much. You'll probably see Republicans talking about it as if it's the best speech ever, but you didn't miss anything.
Officials who block the removal of criminal aliens, in many cases drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, and check out this nonsense, because now they're just absolutely just making stuff up.
Generally, the kids describe this as status maxing, gesture maxing, and aura mogging.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me break that down for you. So gesture maxing is like playing to the crowd and trying to get people, you know, like a
which he's very good at.
Status maxing is aligning himself with people like the men's hockey team and like his success and trying to status max. These things are seen as very uncool by the kids, by the way. And then aura mogging is when you take the shine of someone who's actually quite successful or good, maybe some of his guests, maybe the World War II veterans he honored, maybe again the men's hockey team, and you are aura mogging. You are stealing their shine for yourself because you do not inhibit yourself, the aura alone. So that was the vibes of how the kids were talking about it.
Here's why the vibes are important.
And this is where the spiral ends. I'm telling you, my friends, these people are insane. Take a look.
They are buying incinerators for the detention centers across the U.S.
What?
It looks like the Missouri is a part of this network.
What are you saying?
I mean, we've been calling it out, but like there's no more denying. This needs to end. We need to get off of TikTok. We need to find another way to network. We all need to be getting the Lily Goes. What that is that's Mesh-tastic, okay? So
Mesh-tastic? What is that?
So if basically you are able to communicate without cellular data being used, it is encrypted. And how it is okay, let's say I'm here and 100 miles away is Jim, right?
Okay.
Jim and I can't speak because we're just too far away from each other.
Yeah,
but whenever you put Sally in between us, now Jim, Sally, and I can all communicate because that is meshing us together. When we are all on this Mesh-tastic and there are several of us, let's say there's only 2 people in my city and there's 1 person in the next city, and even if there's only 1 of us in, let's say, each town that has this, we can all communicate outside of cellular data, cellular network, and be able to communicate encrypted.
Okay, you nutjobs talking in secret, that is not a good thing to be doing.
Without them knowing anything, and that is where we need to be heading. This is going in a really bad direction. And if you think because you're white it saves you, if you've opened your mouth one time about this, you are on the chopping block.
Wow.
This is that serious.
Okay.
We are cattle to these. We are not human.
What?
We are not people. Human to them is sub. They are sacrificing and eating people.
What?
The basis that they live on is not the same that we do.
Good morning. Have a gay day.
Okay.
This might be really random, but would you maybe want to overthrow the pedophilic powers of the world and establish a new system where people can't just get away with the most heinous crimes imaginable just because of the dollar amount in their bank account? Maybe we could have public executions for those people and all of the people who have been hoarding wealth while millions upon millions suffer and starve. I don't know.
You know what's better than a cup of coffee and a cigarette in the morning? Surviving an attempted murder conducted by our government. F you, Pam Bondi, I am immortal.
She seems nice. Would like to invite Zer to Thanksgiving dinner. The delusions of grandeur gets me every time. Laugh my butt off, yes. Who's going to tell her that governments don't fail when they take people out?
They are actively hunting black and brown people in the street. Just 45 minutes from my house, Daquan Johnson was shot 4 times in the back of the head.
That's kind of overkill, but...
by Grand Rapids police officers.
Oh, sure. And I'm sure he did nothing to warrant such action. He's just sitting there, just, eating an apple, sitting in the park, eating an apple, minding his own business.
And in Marionette, Georgia, a young man who was reported missing at 21 years old was found hanging in a tree in the woods.
Of course he was,
and what's up is this isn't the first time just this year.
Ooh, wow.
Our government has made it clear to be as comfortable as you want to be.
Hunting people? Is that really what you're about to say?
To take down minority people. When images of the Obamas displayed as monkeys seems like a silly joke, this is the result of that kind of racism. Nothing that this administration is posting is a joke or lighthearted. Every single post that goes on social media by those tyrants is intentional. It's intended for a specific audience, and they are lapping it up. Protect your people.
Wear a mask and wash your hands.
Okay.
I can do everything in my power to not get sick, but I still have to interact with you. Wear a mask.
These people are crazy.
And now, after the noise.
And there's news tonight here on One Viral Star, Punch the Monkey, the 7-month-old monkey abandoned by his mother and shunned by other monkeys at a zoo outside Tokyo. Zookeepers bought the lonely monkey a stuffed orangutan from IKEA. Images of him cuddling and dragging it around with him going viral tonight. Well, this evening, new images showing relations with his fellow primates are now improving He is making friends, and we loved hearing that about Punch.
Well, I'm glad that Punch could finally find somebody to be in his corner and to show him some love, because you know what? That little guy definitely deserves it. All right, my friends, I appreciate you being here, and I'm thankful for you to be able to spend part of your day with me. And until the next episode, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.